Easy enough to solve, but are still challenging, make it a great game.
Not to mention its compelling storytelling, despite not having any understandable dialogue. It's still one of the few games that made me cry.
Come now, don't be such a baby.
But the ending was so sad. They go on this long, dangerous journey together, only to end
Stop
up.
right there before you spoil anything. Being such a great game, they might play it themselves for their game review. Now pull yourself together and let's talk about the next game. I know you like that one.
Yes, of course. The next game, or really game series, is called Portal. In this game, you play as a woman named Chell, stuck in a science facility. A robot named GLaDOS watches over you and has you complete a series of test chambers. To complete these chambers, you need something called a portal gun, hence the name Portal. The device fires two portals. When you go in one, you come out the other. And at the end of the chambers, you will receive a delicious cake, as promised by GLaDOS.
The cake is a lie.
Excuse me?
You heard me. The cake is a lie. It's fake.
No, that can't be true. I am in chamber 16 and only have a couple more to go until I get that cake. So don't you dare tell me it's a lie!
Fine. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Good. Now, moving on to the second game in the series. In this one, you play as Chell again with the help of your new robot friend Wheatley and the return of GLaDOS, who tried to kill you in the last game, but to be fair, you killed her first. This game has new features for solving new puzzles and a much deeper story, both figuratively and literally. It is my favorite of the two games and one of my favorite games in general.
Don't forget the new co-op mode. Here, co-op means cooperative, and is a fancy way of saying meant for two players or more. This meant a whole new experience for the game, where you and a friend had to work together to solve test chambers.
Yes, truly enriching gameplay.
Now, how about we move on to the next genre? Combat games.
Ah, yes, that really is a great genre.
Yes, truly, there are some great games in that category.
That's what I said.
Now, for those of you who don't understand what combat games are, these games are typically one player versus one player in a rather 2D setting, where the characters can only move from left to right. There's also usually quite a few characters to choose from.
A couple of popular games in this genre are Tekken and Street Fighter. Both come from Japan, which is reflected in the design of the characters.
One of the most popular combat games is called Mortal Kombat. This game series has been around since arcade machines and is arguably the father of this genre. It is well known for its extreme gore, from ripping out hearts to ripping out spines, and finishing moves called fatalities. It has only become more gory since the addition of the X-ray system. This allows you to see in vivid animation every bone break, every organ explode, and the ripping of just about every part of the human body.
It certainly can make one sick to the stomach.
Yeah.
How about we talk about my favorite combat game? One that is made in part by those who created Mortal Kombat, but is not nearly as gory. It is called Injustice: Gods Among
And I
Us.
know why it's your favorite. While this game is very similar to Mortal Kombat, it is different in a couple of ways. One is that there isn't nearly as much gore, and the other thing being that the characters are all DC superheroes and supervillains. This includes Wonder Woman, The Flash, Green Lantern, Sinestro, Joker, Solomon Grundy, the Greek god of war Ares, Shazam, Black Adam, Harley Quinn, Superman, Lex Luthor, and of course, Batman.
Yes, my hero. There's no way anything could toss me completely.
I heard my name. I have been summoned. What are you doing here? I heard my name. I have. Yes, you said that. I mean, why are you here? I was bored, so I thought I'd drop by and say, don't interrupt the presentation. Yes, I believe that point was made clear. Now, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. But I don't wanna. Give me one good excuse why you should stay. Because I'm Batman!
There you go. That sounds like Batman.
What kind of excuse is that? It's the best one, and only one you ever need.
Amen to that.
That's right.
Well, it's not good enough for me. You're going to have to go back to sulking in your Batcave. The exit is right over there. Fine, but I will be back. Sure you will. Now, Chop Chop, you have a moment to lose. Go on now. Leave. Now, please. Oh, it's too goodness, you can't get stuck in the door like that. Oh. Now that that's over with, let's move on.
Yes, let's. I just wanted to bring up one last game for this genre, and it needs no introduction. I'm talking about Super Smash Bros.
What a fine game that is. A wide cast of characters from the games of Kirby, Pokemon, and more, as well as friendship-ruining gameplay that'll leave you wanting more.
With that being said, let's move on to a darker subject. I'm talking, of course, about horror games.
Yes, horror games. They're usually either really good or really bad. Like horror movies, the very best horror games don't rely on loud, noisy jump scares, but instead, they have a creepy environment, a chilling atmosphere, and the thought that the very creature you're trying to avoid could be just around the corner, or right behind you.
A couple of examples of games in this genre is Alien Isolation and Resident Evil 7. In Alien Isolation, you are on your own on an empty space station. You are constantly being stalked by one of those big black aliens from the Alien movies. In Resident Evil 7, you play as a man who's looking for his wife that's been missing for 3 years. But instead, you get captured by crazy, murderous hillbillies that don't know the definition of die, and some terrifying monsters that always want to kill you. But all that aside, you know what really is a good horror game?
What's that?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Those games are hardly scary anymore.
It's totally scary. What are you talking about?
It relies too much on jump scares. What's so scary about loud noises?
Well, it's a little more than just
I am making loud noises! Are you scared yet? Have you peed your pants yet? Because I'm being very loud, and apparently this is scary.
It's a little more than just a loud noise. It's something unexpected with a scary image.
Yes, but eventually you see it so often, it's no longer scary.
Sadly, that is true. Shall we move on?
Yes, let's. Now is the time for role-playing games, or RPG for short.
RPGs are typically games where you go on an adventure, fighting enemies in a turn-based system. In other words, you take turns attacking each other.
Normally, you control multiple characters in battle. A good, well-known example is Pokemon. But the main one we'll talk about has only one character you control. And this game is known to be one of the best games of all time. This game is called Undertale.
In this game, you play as a small child who has fallen deep down into a world of monsters, many of which are actually friendly. While you do encounter monsters you must fight, you actually have the ability to not fight them and instead be kind. Once you have done the proper actions, you can spare them, and both of you can go on your merry way.
The entire game actually revolves around whether you kill or not. This, along with the fact that This game deals with issues like loneliness and depression, which makes it such a great game.
Yet, I'm sad to say that it's not one of my favorites.
What? How could you say that?
While the game and its characters are great, it didn't really touch me in the same way other games have, like Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Not to mention the game does feature both a gay and lesbian couple, which I'm sorry to say I don't really support.
Well, I suppose I can see where you're coming from. Let's move on to the next genre, because that one is huge.
Of course, our next subject is action/adventure. Most of the really popular games nowadays fit into this genre.
First-person shooters, such as the well-known Call of Duty, the popular series Halo, which is set in the future, starring a superhuman named Master Chief, fits in this category, as well as the futuristic planet-hopping shooter Destiny and the game Titanfall, which features fast-paced action and giant robots battling each other. And, of course, you can't forget Star Wars Battlefront, a multiplayer shooter set in the Star Wars universe, plus GTA, a game that has been mentioned here before.
Of course, that's just the shooter side of things. One of my favorite games, called For Honor, fits into the action part of this perfectly. For Honor is a multiplayer game where you can play as either a knight, Viking, or samurai. You then fight against other players in all-out war.
This game has received mixed reviews though, mostly because of the combat system. You see, this game tried something new called the Art of Combat system. Basically, you chose which way you held your blade at all times, up, left, or right. This decided the direction you attacked and the direction you blocked. The reason this was critiqued is because your life or death depended on whether or not you could react fast enough in the fraction of a second.
You know what I think?
What's that?
I think that people are just butthurt that they have to learn a new skill.
Yes, well, that's your own opinion. How about we move on? What do you have for us next?
Oh, it's one of my favorite game series of all time, featuring my hero.
Wait a second.
It's known as the Arkham
No,
series.
Don't
It could
don't
also
say
be called
his name.
the Batman series.
I heard my name. I have shut up. Would you please leave? But I'm bored. If I let you talk about your game, will you leave? Sure. All right then. Take it away. It all started in 2009. Until then, there never really been a good Batman game. And people were skeptical about the one coming out called Batman Arkham Asylum. What people got blew them away. It perfectly captured every character, from myself to Jim Gordon, the villains, and the Joker, who was voiced by Mark Hamill, aka Luke Skywalker. This game also had fun, fluid combat, as well as excellent stealth sections. And don't forget about the vast array of gadgets at your disposal. Not to mention some of the best boss fights you'll ever experience. The second game was even better, with side missions and an even more vast open world. The third was meh. But the fourth and final game took everything great about the first two games, built on it, and added the Batmobile, which was basically a mix between a Ferrari and a tank. But it was glorious. Truly, one of the best game series ever. That's hard to argue. Well, back to wherever you came from. Alright, it's clear to me now that I'm the hero this presentation deserves, but not the one it needs. Yes, very inspiring. Goodbye now. See me again. Never come back. Goodbye. Where were we?
The next game,
Oh, right. Which is...
Skyrim.
Ah, yes. I imagine you would like to take this one?
Yes, I would. Skyrim is one of my favorite games, perhaps even number one. The game is set in a sort of Lord of the Rings-ish world, with orcs, elves, wizards, giant spiders, undead warriors, murderous machines that are too advanced for the time, ice trolls, and, most importantly, dragons. You play as a character of your own design, who is the last Dragonborn. Dragonborn means you can absorb the souls of dragons, killing them permanently, because, surprise, surprise, they can be resurrected. What should be noted about the game is its huge, vast, diverse world. It would take entire weeks to explore this entire world, and every place has its own story, if not multiple. This world also has hundreds of side quests to keep you busy. With such a huge world, you know each player has a different story to tell you.
I'm not sure what you said.
Shut up, Siri.
Do you remember the first time you fought a dragon by yourself?
Oh, I'll never forget. I was just minding my own business, walking along a mountain path. I heard the roar from behind me, so I turned around to see what it was, but I saw nothing. I figured it was probably an ice troll, and as long as I stayed away, I'd be fine. So I turned back around to continue walking. Suddenly, with a loud boom, the dragon landed right in front of me. I was too stunned to say anything, and then we engaged in the most epic and frustrating battle of my life.
But it was so glorious.
I was so unprepared. It took me an hour to defeat it.
But when you finally did, your character slashed at the dragon. You jumped up from your seat and started fist pumping the air, and epic music blared. It was a sight to behold.
Yeah, and then the stupid witch killed me from behind, so I had to start the whole battle all over again, with a much less satisfying ending.
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
But that battle taught me much about fighting dragons, and I have yet to meet a foe I could not defeat. You know, I have tons of stories I could share, since there is so much to do. I even adopted a child and got married.
Ooh.
In that order.
Yep.
Okay. Let's move on to the last game in this subject.
Right. Remind me what that is again?
Assassin's Creed.
Slash.
Right. Gameplay-wise, these games are similar to the Arkham series, except that in Assassin's Creed you're actually killing people.
In these games, you can get to be an assassin in many different time periods, meaning different historical characters. Some of the time periods include the Renaissance, the Revolutionary War, Victorian England, and more. One of the most popular games in the series is Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. And this one, you didn't only get to be an assassin, but you also got to sail the seas as a pirate. This meant intense pirate ship battles, talking like a pirate, and did someone say one-eyed Jack? No. Oh, well, I'd be here anyways. Why? Why me? When I heard that scallywag Batman screaming from across the seas, I just had to see what was happening. Leave. Now. No way. I just got me land legs back. I have already been interrupted by that bat freak twice. We only have 2 more short genres left. If you will not leave willingly, I will make you leave. Hey, what are you doing? I will not have you have anyone else and not let anyone else interrupt me. Good day to you, sir.
Narrator? Are you...
What did you just do? Wait. Ugh.
What are you doing? Narrator? Hello?
I am blocking the door, so no one
Let's get in here. There. Done.
Are you all right?
Yes. I just need to get back in my zone.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force, the Force is with me.
All right.
I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me.
Narrator.
All right, let's do this.
Okay then. To the next game. Genre.
Let me see what it is. Platformers. Should be easy enough.
Let's get a move on then.
For those of you who don't know, a platformer is a game where you travel across some sort of landscape by jumping on platforms. Some examples are the Kirby games, the Mega Man games, and the Sonic games.
But perhaps the most prominent and well-known platformer is the Mario games, which, as you probably all know...
Can someone say my name? Who are you supposed to be? It's me, Mario. How did you get in here? I came through the pipes. Ah!
Narrator, is your sanity alright?
I can't do this. Everything is too far off track. I'm leaving. I'm leaving and not coming back. Goodbye. I never liked any of you.
So... now what?
I'll take over. Super Mario Bros. Is the greatest game to ever exist, and it... How dare you try to take over my presentation? Ow! That's a little much. Stop it! What's going on? Why obey these naives? How did you two get in here? The window is open. Ah! He's gone rabbit. Something over him. I'll get the ropes.
Is anyone still alive?
Only I still stand.
Narrator, did you kill them all?
Of course not. They're just knocked out.
But how did you defeat them all, including Batman?
I turned off the lights and let them fight each other. Then I hit the last one over the head with a wrench.
Oh, Ray's over wrong, I guess.
Now, would we please just finish this once and for all before they wake up?
Then it's time for our final genre. It's known as casual games.
These games don't require hours and hours of dedication, but instead can be completed in a rather short amount of time. They're good for after a long day of work or school. Many mobile games, like Angry Birds, are considered casual games.
But the main casual game we're talking about today is perhaps the jewel of our presentation, and truly is one of my favorite games. It is known as the Stanley Parable.
That is where I am from. The Stanley Parable is all about choice. It's about breaking away from the path that is supposed to have been predetermined your fate. My job is simple. I narrate your story.
My friend, you do a little more than that. But enough chit-chat. It's time you all experience it for yourselves.
And now, it is time for me to go.
No.
This marks the end of the informative part of the presentation.
Bye, Chief Voice Joey.
I hope you all enjoyed it. A whole lot of time and effort was put into it. But right now, I have to leave before these idiots wake up. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye. Bye.
The end.
Now go back to normal.
Yay!